Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Tragic loss. Today's Dylan Dreyer passes away suddenly at age 65. Broken our hearts, this news. Must see. Narrator voiceover. When we think of Today Show meteorologist Dylan Dreyer, we think of warmth, charm, and that unmistakable morning glow. But recently, fans found themselves drawn not to Dylan's latest on-air moment, but to someone far less familiar, her husband, Brian Fischera. During a rare moment away from the spotlight, Dylan took a short break from Today, spending time at home with family. And while Dylan shared glimpses of her home life on social media, it was Brian who unexpectedly stole the show. Fans couldn't help but comment, admire, and even joke about the man behind the meteorologist. But who is Brian Fischera? Why are fans suddenly so fascinated? And what does this reveal about the public's growing love for down-to-earth celebrity families? Join us for a surprising and heartwarming look behind the scenes of one of morning television's favorite faces and the rarely seen man quietly holding the fort behind the curtain. 1. Setting the scene, 90 seconds, approximately 150 words. Visual. Dylan's Instagram post showing family time at home, laughter, cooking, children playing. It all began when Dylan shared a sweet series of snapshots over the weekend, a cozy moment in the kitchen, her 3 boys giggling in the background, and Brian, apron on, making what appeared to be homemade pancakes. Innocent, wholesome, and exactly the kind of post we expect from a mom enjoying time off. But fans zeroed in on something unexpected, Brian himself. He looked relaxed, charming, and slightly bemused by the attention. Comments poured in. Dylan's husband is so handsome. Now that's husband goals. Why hasn't he been on the show? It was clear. This wasn't just about pancakes. This was about fans discovering the man behind the woman they watch every weekday morning. 2. Who is Brian Fischera? 90 seconds, approximately 150 words. Visual. Old photos of Brian as a cameraman at NBC News, Dylan on set. For those unfamiliar, Brian Fischera isn't new to the TV world. In fact, that's how he met Dylan while working as a cameraman at NBC News. The two struck up a friendship that turned into something deeper. Their love story is one of laughter, shared workdays and late nights navigating early careers. What fans adore about Brian is his humility. Despite being married to one of the most recognizable morning TV personalities in America, he remains behind the camera, by choice. He's the quiet supporter, the early morning dad, the pancake flipper. In an era of spotlight chasing, Brian's appeal lies in his steady, grounded presence. And that, as fans are discovering, is magnetic in its own right. 3. Fan reactions. 90 seconds, approximately 150 words. Visual. Screenshot of Instagram comments, laughing emojis, fan tributes. Within hours of Dylan's post, fan pages lit up. One user wrote, "You can tell they're such a solid team. Love seeing the real Dylan at home." Another joked, "Is Brian taking applications for a cooking show? He's adorable." And many simply said, "We want more of Brian." In a world flooded with over-curated influencer moments, fans responded to the authenticity of the Dreyer-Fischera household. No stylists, no pretense, just flour-dusted countertops, pajama-clad toddlers, and a husband beaming with love for his family. That rare blend of relatability and celebrity charm sparked genuine affection from fans around the world. 4. Why it resonates. 90 seconds, approximately 150 words. Visual. Split screen of Dylan on Today and home life photos with Brian. Why did this resonate so deeply with fans, especially those in their 60s and beyond? Because Dylan and Brian's story feels familiar. It reminds us of the quiet strength in long marriages, of raising children in chaos and joy, of the husband who never seeks attention but earns it with simple, steady love. To many viewers, especially those who've been married for decades or raised children under the radar, Brian represents something precious, the unsung partner who makes everything possible, yet never stands in the frame. And perhaps that's why this short moment during Dylan's time off felt so powerful. It reminded us that behind every bright TV smile is someone anchoring things at home.
Target, conclusion, 90 seconds, approximately 120 words, visual, family photo fade out, gentle music. So, while Dylan Dreyer might be back on air now, it's safe to say her husband Brian has earned himself a quiet fan base. Not for fame, not for flash, but for embodying what so many admire: loyalty, warmth, and a refusal to take the spotlight even when it finds him. In a world that too often celebrates noise, sometimes the strongest applause is reserved for those who never ask for it. Call to action. 30 seconds, approximately 50 words. Narrator voiceover. Loved this heartwarming story? Hit subscribe for more inspirational behind-the-scenes stories. Drop a comment below. Which Today Show moment touched you the most? And share this with someone who believes in love behind the lens.